Hi, good afternoon. Afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining me today, this afternoon. If you can hear me clearly, you can see my screen, you can see very clearly. Maybe you can put in the chat, HI. Can you guys hear me? If anyone who can hear me, please type in the chat HI so that I know you're here, you can hear me very clearly. Hi, Yasmin. Hi, thank you, AHT. Okay, just for all your information, this session is going live on Facebook and it will be recorded as well. Hi, Nestor. Hi, Anton. So we have a guest from Indonesia. Yeah, that's nice. So yeah, thank you for joining us this afternoon. So just if you have any questions along the way, please put it in the chat. And if you're watching this from Facebook, you can also put it in the Facebook chat. We will try to answer as many questions as possible. Yep, afternoon, Tommy. So yeah, thank you for joining us today. Today we are going to talk about impactful learning, how learning something can actually impact someone else's life other than our own. So I am Lisa, Education Marketing Manager from QERA Education Group. So at QERA is actually a digital education hub where it's a platform where course providers can list courses on our platform, and also students can buy courses through our platform. So whoever that has a smartphone, whoever that's using a smartphone, download our app. It's available on Apple App Store. It's available on Google Play as well as Huawei App Gallery. So download the app today. You can learn a lot of things that will benefit you. So with me here today is Mr. Said from Diveheart, Malaysia. Diveheart is all about imagining possibilities, making things that we always think impossible become possible through scuba diving. So Mr. Said, have the floor for you.
Hi everyone, my name is Syed Abdurrahman. I would like to share with you what Diveheart is all about. All right, to everyone, thank you very much for attending. Again, my name is Syed Abdurrahman. I'm the Diveheart ambassador. Diveheart is an organization, non-profit organization based in Chicago, Illinois. The mission of Diveheart is to assist the community. All right, this is what we have done. We have done regular programs assisting a special community, in which we assist 5 levels of special community. Number 1 is visual impaired. Number 2 is hearing impaired. Number 3 is amputee. Number 4 is paraplegic, people with wheelchair. As number 5 is quadriplegic. This is who I am. Let me introduce myself. I'm the Diveheart Malaysia ambassador. My name is Haji Syed Abdurrahman. 30 years of scuba diving experience. As you can see, my hair is white already there. Founder and director of ISCUBA. I'm the chairman for ISO Recreational Scuba Diving Standards Malaysia Committee. I'm also the advisor of National Radar Council under the ministry. PADI IDC staff instructor, and I'm also the PADI US advisory board for 2 specialty: youth diving education for kids and also adaptive technique specialty training. What is Diveheart? Diveheart is a non-profit organization. Purpose of Diveheart is to provide and support educational scuba diving program that is open to any child, adult, or veteran with disability, with the hope of providing both physical and psychological therapeutic value to that person. You know, with Diveheart, when we bring them underwater, we discover the forgiving, weightless wonder of water column that provides perfect gravity-free environment for those who might otherwise struggle on land. Underwater, we are all free. Diveheart work with individuals who have a variety of disability, including physical and developmental disability, vision and hearing impaired, amputation, traumatic base injuries, and such that you have seen in the screen. Now, Diveheart mission is to build confidence, independence, and self-esteem in the life of children, adults, and veterans. Diveheart vision is to instill the can-do spirit in participants, inspiring them to take on challenges that they might not have considered before. Using zero gravity, when we are in the water with scuba diving, we are on a zero gravity environment, and the adventure paradigm. We have participants believe that if they can scuba dive, they can do anything. We have a short note here from the president of Diveheart, Mr. Jim Elliott.
Okay, about this event, what do you think about this event?
Well, I think we're very, very lucky with Diveheart to have Saeed here in Malaysia running the program.
Okay, about this event, what do you think? Okay, about this event, what do you think about this event?
Well, I think we're very, very lucky with Diveheart to have Saeed here in Malaysia running the program, because he knows so many people, and he's all about collaboration. He brings together the universities and dive clubs and different groups, therapists, and when they all come together and they start learning about how powerful this is, it really surprises a lot of people, and it's very amazing. It touches people with disabilities deeply, but it also touches us who are volunteers. And Saeed is our champion here in Malaysia. And Diveheart is very proud of him and very excited about the awareness he creates, because the last thing that you're thinking about if you have a child with a disability is, oh, I'm going to take them scuba diving. I'm going to get them in zero gravity and help build their confidence.
That's a bit note of from our president of Diveheart, Mr. Jim Elliott. Now, Diveheart in Malaysia, we have done our adaptive programs in Malaysia Island destination. We have done resorts in few resorts in Malaysia, in Tioman Island, in Perhentian Island, in Mabul Island, and Sipadan Island in Sabah. We have dive training center with professional facility. Yeah? We have our Diveheart Malaysia at Tropicana Kajang Heights and Tropicana Aman swimming pool. Both pools are OKU compliant. We have our Diveheart Borneo program in Kuching, Sarawak, across the South China Sea with Premier Marine Scuba Center. We are also involved in universities and medical research in Bidong Island with University of Malaysia Terengganu, University Malaya Medical Center, UMMC Rehab Medicine Unit, Heriot Wards, University Putrajaya Campus, and also Tuanku Bainun Hospital, Ipoh Rehab Medicine Therapy Division. This is where we have done our program in Malaysia. Just to share with you about Diveheart kids, we have here Sabrina Theo, a lovely 12-year-old Down syndrome girl who is an active swimmer. She plays the violin. She's Down syndrome. Yeah? We conducted the Paris SEAL Team Aquamission training at our Kids Scuba Dive Center. She's naturally underwater. She loves scuba diving, and it's the first time that she experienced weightless underwater with zero gravity. Then we have next we have Nur Muhammad Anik Arash. He is a 15-year-old boy with non-verbal autism. He cannot speak, low function learning disability, who communicates by written, in writing, and via text message by handphone. Yeah, all the while he's scared of the water. No doubt the father is also an instructor based in Perhentian. But when he came to us, we slowly put him on the full face mask. And then he realized that I trained him and asked him, why didn't you look down on your leg? Because his leg was already in the water. He looked down, he realized he can breathe with a full face mask. There you can see that he's already going down in the water, scuba diving. Next, we have Adrian Lau, handsome 16-year-old energetic youth, non-verbal, mild autism, and experienced spasm occasionally. Adrian is also dyslexic. Adrian cannot bite the regulator because he smiles most of the time. So when he smiles, the regulator falls off his mouth. So we put him on the full face mask. He is breathing underwater, he's smiling underwater, and he's diving, and we play toys with him underwater. This is our program at B&J Dive Center in Tioman Island. We brought in our disabled participant, and you can see in the bottom right photo, we have the Diveheart president itself who flew in all the way from Chicago to join us in Tioman. This is our program with University of Malaysia, Terengganu. As you can see the photo in the bottom right photo, that girl, she is special. Her legs is small. She has small limbs, and she initially thought she couldn't do it. But with Diveheart, it's imagined the possibility. Yeah? This is our program before we go to Bidong Island, again with the president of Diveheart, his second time coming to Malaysia to join us with University of Malaysia Terengganu in Bidong Island. This is one of our OKU, Nurul Fatiha. She's a paraplegic. She had a sports injury at the age of 16. On the next morning, she couldn't wake up. She just lie down in her bed and she can only wink her eye. She can only communicate with her eye. She was depressed for a few years. It was a very sad moment in her life. She didn't want to go out to see her friends because the previous day she was okay. Next day she couldn't wake up and she couldn't move. So she was sent to University of Malaya Medical Center and she did her rehab. And being a sportsman, when she was given the opportunity to scuba dive, there you are. She's already underwater. She's a qualified PADI scuba diver, yeah, to everyone. Something to share with you from Daily Scuba News.
And welcome to today's episode of Daily Scuba News. Diveheart and Kids Scuba have teamed up for a program that teaches scuba diving
we were featured in Daily Scuba News UK.
Children in Malaysia. The first program was held in late September this year and went down so well with both teams that they actually plan to do it again.
So on the day, 10 children had an induction into the awesome world that we all know as scuba diving. They also did some quizzes and other fun beach activities. They of course had some time in the pool getting used to the equipment, and then once the children and the instructors felt positive, then they went out and completed a shore dive.
So both parties enjoyed the day, and all the children seemed to actually enjoy scuba diving, which is of course just
we had volunteers coming in from all over the world for the program.
That events like this not only build bridges between us, but also reinforce our hope in humanity. If all of us with different abilities can respect each other like we did at this event, then, you know, we can really imagine the possibilities for a better tomorrow. That's a really nice message. Yes.
That's from Daily Scuba News UK. This is our program at Mimpi Perhentian Resort, where we had 88 packs, and we had a participant from Sekolah Pendidikan Khas Kuala Besut, hearing impaired kids from Kuala Besut. We had our paraplegic participant with a wheelchair, as you can see. Beside the girl with the wheelchair is, as you can see, there's a girl. She has only one leg. She's our amputee PADI diver. She's now an advanced open water diver, and we have our visual impaired participant as well. This is our program, which was featured in our TV3 Malaysia. We would like to share with you that here we featured one of the only deaf and mute dive master in the region. Mr. 𝐒𝐂𝐃 was trained in US, and he attended our program to give briefing to our hearing impaired kids. This is Mimpi Perhentian Resort in Terengganu. This is our amputee girl. This is 𝐒𝐂𝐃, our deaf and mute dive master. He's a qualified dive master.
Kini ditauliahkan penyelam-pemandu penyelamat profesional. Minat menyelam scuba bermula sejak 14 tahun lalu. Hasil bimbingan
he is here giving hand signals to all our hearing impaired kids.
Dengan memberi peluang yang sama kepada insan senasib.
5 boys and 5 girls. he has an ambition to open a special dive center for special community.
Dia ada ingat nak buka satu pusat latihan scuba OKU. Dia punya apa? Impian dia.
His dream is to
Beliau
open a
merealisasikan
dive center for
impian
special
memula
community.
pelajar OKU dari Sekolah Pendidikan Khas Besut Terengganu sebagai penyelam skuba bertauliah. Gary bersama NGO itu dan mimpi resort Pulau Perhentian melatih pelajar itu secara percuma. Mula-mula takut, namun selepas mendapat pendedahan dan latihan, mereka akhirnya mampu menyelam sebelum ditauliahkan.
This is Nurul Fatihah.
Sangat seronok menyelam ingin malam utama. Saya haram nanti saya akan jadi menyelam. Mahir dan kata orang senasib dengan saya.
Kami dari pihak Diveheart selalu mengadakan kursus untuk this is our program in our local Malaysian news in TV3. I just would like to share with you, we had an opportunity to train the Malaysian Senator of Parliament, Senator Basmati Krishnan. So even bring the politician underwater, yeah, everyone. For all of you, I would like to, if you're interested in become a non-diver, if you're a non-diver or a diver, become a Diveheart volunteer. Our next program is 21st to 22nd September 2021, hopefully when the borders are open. And there you also can become a Diveheart amigo. So what you need to do is go to the Diveheart website and click on be a volunteer. Being a volunteer is free. Just click on a volunteer, then I will get that your information that you would like to do a volunteer, and we will share with you our regular programs accordingly. And you can also go to the Diveheart Facebook page. Yeah? When you become a volunteer, you assist when we train the special community at a swimming pool environment. This is where what we need to do. We will train you accordingly with the PADI adaptive course and also the Diveheart adaptive body training.
Kalau orang lain boleh buat, kenapa saya tak boleh buat?
This is one of our Diveheart Malaysia icon.
Baru boleh tahu.
His name is 𝐈𝐈𝐍𝐆. He's 36 years old. At the age of 18, he was involved in a motor vehicle accident. His body was sandwiched.
Pemuda ini lumpuh separuh anggota badan
broke his spinal cord in 3 areas.
pada 2001.
So
itu,
he was depressed for 1 year. Didn't want to go out from the room. Didn't want to meet out people. His father need to carry him to the hospital. To go to the rehab hospital to be under rehabilitation medicine unit with University Malaya Medical Center. That changed him.
Saya terlibat dalam
he was given an opportunity to take up scuba diving by the director of University Malaya Medical Center, Professor Dr. Nazira.
Dilahirkan normal, tentunya kecelakaan yang menimpa diri sukar dihadapi Riza.
Permulaan itu memang susah, tapi bila dah lama-lama.
Initially, he said it was difficult, so when on a daily routine, able to accept his daily life accordingly. All right, now to all the audience, for 18 years, Riza Faisal couldn't stand up. When we brought him into the water, as you can see in the photo on your right-hand side, he was able to stand while scuba diving. While playing games, he was able to stand. That photo is a proof that Diveheart imagined the possibility. And when we bring the special community underwater, we let them feel zero gravity, and they are equal with us. They can do what they want. They can move freely. Yeah. And then we brought Riza Faisal to Sipadan. Sipadan is one of the top 5 dive sites in the world. Let me share with you the video.
Moving to my own drum, leave before the sun comes. I was gonna make this count. bleeding for the sake of someone else's pay stub, hoping this would all work out. But I've been stealing time, thinking if I try, everything would turn out right. We're caught up in the climb, love was far behind. Someone's gotta stop this madness. When all this seems
Sipadan Island, ladies and gentlemen.
okay, and all we feel is dead, we're on replay. And all these dreams where life's made, I'll leave them out the people.
This is a forward roll. For special community, we do forward roll with them. They cannot do back roll because they've broken their spinal cord, yeah? This is back roll. Entry.
Feel it when the sun comes, feel it when your heart turns. Everybody needs more time.
The beautiful wall and coral reef of Sipadan
See
Island.
it with your own eyes. I just wanna feel alive. 'Cause I've been killing time.
Very healthy coral reef. A lot of fishes.
No good reason. We're caught up in the climb. Love was far behind. Someone's gotta stop this madness. When all
Hundreds of jacks. For those of you who have not been to Sipadan, please put this in your bucket list. To bring a special community underwater, we need 2 to 3 dive buddies. Yeah. One left, one right, and another one in front, a forward buddy. Very healthy white tip reef shark.
No one's got a hold on time. We just gotta spend it right.
For parapelagic, we train them using hand movement, the breaststroke technique.
As long as you're still alive, no one's got a hold on time.
For Riza Faisal is a magnet to sharks. The sharks love to see him because he's special. And there you are, he's saying bye-bye to the shark. Good buoyancy. I'm very proud of him. After training him for the past 2 years, he loves diving. Diving for paraplegic, they reduce their neuropathic pain. Yeah? It has been proven by Johns Hopkins University. It reduces their neuropathic pain with a pressurized environment and with the zero gravity. Awesome. All right, that's our video about bringing our special community to Sipadan Island. So for those of you who are interested to become a Diveheart volunteer, or you want to take up the PADI adaptive specialty training or Diveheart adaptive body training, do contact us, do contact me, Syed Abdurrahman, my number is there, or also our Diveheart coordinator in Borneo, in Kuching, Sarawak, Mr. Ernest Teo, his number is there. All right, do contact us. We do regular programs. Once if the lockdown is over, the pool starts open, then we can start to do our program. It's a 2-day program. Prerequisite for adaptive or Diveheart diver training is minimum open water, 15-year-old, and you must be EFR or CPR qualified. This is where we have international coverage for our Diveheart program. We were featured in X-Ray Mag in Denmark. And we were also featured in Emirates Diving Association magazine in Dubai. Yeah? Featured our program in Diveheart in Malaysia. And we also been featured in Divelog Australia Asia magazine from Australia. Across the South China Sea, I would like to introduce you to our Diveheart Borneo volunteers. We have a team of our Diveheart professional in Kuching, Sarawak, and they do a lot of regular programs assisting paraplegic, assisting amputee with pool water therapy, scuba diving training, and they were also featured in front page with the Chinese newspaper in Kuching, Sarawak. Yeah? That is our program. Our Diveheart program in Malaysia. We have done our Diveheart program in Kuala Lumpur, in Bidong Island, in Tioman Island, in Mabul Island with a few resorts in Kuching, Sarawak. What we offer is courses available is PADI Specialty Adaptive Support Diver for open water advanced rescue. And we also offer PADI Adaptive Technique Specialty for dive professional, dive masters and instructors and above. And we also do the Diveheart Adaptive Diver, Adaptive Dive Buddy, and also Advanced Adaptive Buddy courses. We can do both together, no problem. This is my contact. And I would like to share with you another video. This is our program with University Malaya Medical Center and also University Malaysia Terengganu, how we handle the special community underwater.
Can make a heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. And all those things I didn't say were wrecking balls inside my brain. I will scream loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now. I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes.
These are the medical team from University Malaya Medical Center, the professors, the doctors, the specialist doctors, the occupational therapists, and rehab physiotherapists. The director of University Malaya Medical Center, Professor Dr. Nazira.
Fire burning in my bones. Still believe, yeah, I still believe. And all those things I didn't say, wrecking balls inside my brain. I was screaming.
Preparation for adaptive diving.
Can you hear my voice this time? This is my fight song.
Forward roll.
Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now. I'll be strong.
Noraisha, our amputee, is now an advanced open water diver. No result, he's cerebral palsy.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when we're living our dream. Everything is better when we stick together. Side by side, you and I gonna win forever. Let's party forever. We're the same. I'm like you, you're like me. We're all working in harmony. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of the team. Everything is awesome when we're living our dream.
3, 2, 1, go. Have you heard the news? Everyone's talking. Life is good cause everything's awesome. Lost my job, it's a new opportunity. More free time from my awesome community. Feel more awesome than an awesome possum. Dip my body in chocolate frosting. 3 years later, wash off the frosting. Smelling like a blossom. Everything is awesome. Stepped in mud, got new brown shoes. It's awesome to win and it's awesome to lose. It's awesome to lose.
Everything is better when we stick together. Side by side, you and I gonna win forever. Let's party forever. We're the same. I'm like you, you're like me. We're all working in harmony. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of the team. Everything is awesome when we're living our dream.
Blue skies, bouncy springs. We just named 2 awesome things. A Nobel Prize, a piece of string. You know what's awesome? Everything. Dogs and fleas, allergies, a book of Greek antiquities, brand new pants, a very old vest. Awesome items are the best. Trees, drums, clogs, they're awesome. Rocks, clocks, and socks, they're awesome. Figs and jigs and twigs, that's awesome. Everything you see or think or say is awesome.
Okay, that was our video from our program in Bidong Island with University Malaysia Terengganu and also the University Malaya Medical Center. So to all the audience, if you'd like to join our Diveheart program, or if you're a diver, you would like to take up the PADI Adaptive Specialty Training or the Diveheart Adaptive Buddy, these are the courses that allow you to assist the special community with qualified training, get certified, be qualified, so you are qualified to assist the special community underwater. All right, with that, I would like to thank you very much for all the audience. That's my presentation about Diveheart, our Diveheart program in Malaysia. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Said. That was really, really very inspiring. Like, you know, I really cannot imagine, like imagining the possibilities Diveheart really, I think they live up to the thing that Diveheart believe in. I mean, I'm totally able, like, you know, I have no disability at all, but even myself, I'm actually an advanced heady scuba diver. But I remember those days that, you know, when I started, it was actually difficult for myself. I was actually thinking, like, you know, it's some kind of course for Navy SEAL or something. I'm just a normal human being. I'm just, it's not something I can do. It's just so impossible. And really, you know, so many of my friends, so many people that I've met, they have the same exact thoughts. The only reason that I took up scuba diving was because of peer pressure, because of my friends. So yeah, but how it actually helped me also from my personal experience was that because when I was a little girl, I grew up in Penang. It's an island. So I went to the beach with my family and I was playing by the sea at the beach. And suddenly I think there was a slope and I was falling down and my sister actually pulled me in time. And from then on, I love the sea, the breeze, everything, but I just never dare go close to the water. And when I grew up a little bit more, there was once that I went water rafting and almost drowned because at the point where I got thrown off the raft, and at one point where I thought my life was going to end, there was no air anymore. I just really almost gave up and someone pulled me out. So I was rescued. And ever since then, I think water is just really, really something that is not, for me, is really dangerous. Don't go near there. So after that, when I went on scuba diving, I realized that I have to thank also my instructor for being very patient. He actually spent like, I think an hour on the surface with me trying to make me breathe. So yeah, Dixon, if you are listening to this, I have to say thank you very much. But yeah, that actually changed my mind. Until today, I really love diving. And you know, from that, I really learned that I feel like there's a world of possibility. It's just that how we do it right. So follow the right person, you know, like the instructor actually matters a lot, and why we're doing it also matters. And how our mind is everything in our mind. There's a lot of possibility. So then I think with that and seeing what, you know, Mr. Said, you have presented today, I think it's even more possibilities that we are talking about. Disabled people, they can't even stand, they can't even walk on land, but when they get into water and they can walk, and having, you know, mute and deaf dive master, I think that is just something that I could never imagine would happen, because a lot of people, they would actually think, you know, like we need to have more empathy, a lot of more care, but you know, maybe they're not so able to be independent. But looking at this, they are even Gary, I could say even can do better than a lot of us here. So this is something that
Can I say something?
Yeah, sure.
For the deaf and mute, they are also able to work as a diver underwater as underwater welders. We have a few who have worked in Malaysia and also Singapore and also abroad. They are deaf and mute, but they can have a career as an underwater welder, an underwater technical diver.
Wow, so okay, yeah, they can do a lot of things, like even, you know, we never thought of it.
Very highly paid salary.
Very highly paid than a lot of us here. I wouldn't say more, but a lot of us here. So yeah, actually this gives them an opportunity to really, you know, be independent on their own, you know, live a normal life like how all of us do. So I think, you know, like learning this is, I think how it's very impactful on a lot of people's life is that, you know, the person who is volunteering to, you know, give, they learn something on their end as well, you know, how to care for these people, you know, see a different perspectives as well. And also, like you mentioned, because not everybody can dive, you know, maybe they have certain medical illness that lies within them that they won't be able to dive, but then they could learn some other things, some other skills that would aid this organization, I believe. But maybe would you say so, Mr. Syed, like maybe they have like skills, like perhaps like mapping skills that, you know, can tell more people the great things that you're doing, or perhaps different kind of skills?
When you do the diving, one of the important skills that you learn is buoyancy. So underwater buoyancy is where you feel zero gravity. The sports of diving and also swimming actually assist a lot of people, even normal community like us. Sometimes we have back pain, we have neck pain, we have pain in our knees, especially those who are overweight. Swimming is a very good sport. And with water therapy, with the Diveheart procedure, we assist you when you have back pain, we assist you when you have neck pain, and we assist you when you have your knee pain with regards to how to move in the water with backstrokes, with walking in the water with a special technique. This actually reduces your pain and reduces your neuropathic pain. It has been proven from Johns Hopkins University. If you can Google Johns Hopkins University in the US, Google dive therapy or water therapy, then you get the answer with regards to that.
Right. So you mentioned earlier that, you know, even non-divers can contribute to Diveheart. Like, maybe you can give some example. What can they do?
If you are a qualified scuba diver, you would like to assist the community, you can sign up for the PADI Adaptive Diver course or Diveheart Adaptive Buddy training, and you can be qualified and certified. So when we do our program, you can join us. We have had volunteers from all over the world. We have volunteers from Lebanon, South Africa, Australia, Singapore, Brunei, Hong Kong, to assist us as a dive volunteer. When you assist us as a dive volunteer, one disabled diver would need 3 assistants: left buddy, right buddy, forward buddy. So when you join our program, we'll teach you about how to coordinate in assisting the diver underwater.
Right, which means also you will need people who is good at organizing like this sort of events to volunteer.
The events is already there. We have already all the pre-planned events with the hotels, with our team. You just come in and blend in, and we will assign you to certain disabled people. If you're not a diver, you can assist the disabled diver with their wheelchair, lifting techniques, or I will, if you're a lady, I'll assign you to assist some of the ladies disabled diver. They need assistance, especially going to the toilet, and all this is not easy. Imagine yourself in a wheelchair trying to go to the restroom. You need assistance. So this is where your volunteering comes in to assist the special community.
Wow, okay, which means that anybody, really anybody at all, will be able to volunteer.
Yeah. Diveheart is a non-profit organization. You can help us out via social media, via through the website, through promoting Diveheart, anything. We welcome all kinds of assistance. We welcome all kinds of volunteering. We welcome you with open arms.
Oh, that's really great. So yeah, actually it's really what we want to encourage here at QERA also. You know, we are actually a digital education hub. So we encourage learning, and we don't want people to just, you know, stay in a box. We want people to imagine the possibilities, like just what Diveheart believe in. So, you know, you can learn so many things that you don't even know, like learning how to care for a disabled is something that is very different from caring for maybe someone who is able. So a lot of things that can be learned over here as well. So yeah. So actually, we here at QERA is also actually we're digital education hub. So like I mentioned very early in the beginning, that we can, whoever that has a smartphone, download our application. It's available on Apple iOS as well as Google Play Store as well as Huawei App Gallery. If you're a course provider, you can list your courses with us. And then if you're a student, you can actually come and look for courses, whatever courses, even scuba diving courses. And then you can also join Diveheart and make an impact in this world. And yes, so yeah, actually Mr. Syed, I'm so looking forward, you know, like to go to the next level in scuba diving. So really look forward in you know, when everything is open back, when we can go back to the pool, I will definitely take up this adaptive scuba diver. Yeah,
You're most welcome.
making a lot of difference. Yeah, so do we have any questions for Mr. Syed over here? You can unmute yourself and ask a question, or you can type in the chat box. Or if you're on Facebook Live, you can actually type the question there as well. Yep, any question, don't be shy. So meanwhile, waiting for you guys to ask questions, maybe a lot of things to digest over here, because it's like, you know, maybe some of you never actually come across thinking of scuba diving also, or some of you have actually thought of scuba diving as a recreation, just, you know, have fun, look at some fish or coral reef, pretty things. Yeah, this is something, the other side of it, where, you know, it makes difference. So yeah, Mr. Syed, James is asking, what value do my kids learn if I send them to diving lessons?
What value do your kids learn? Okay, number one, how old are the kids?
Yes, James. Yeah, he's asking life value.
Life value. Huh? All right, now, one thing about the water environment when you send your kids to learn scuba diving is that we learn about to appreciate the marine life. That's one life value. And we also learn about to conserve the marine life. You know, marine life is very important. Fish is very important to us. So we also teach you scuba diving. Number one is discipline. Number two is about safety. This is life value. Yeah. Number three is about coral conservation, to protect the environment. Number three, we will train your kids about Project Aware, how we actually collect and clean up the environment. There's a lot of rubbish in the water, in the ocean. It's done by human. Now, life value is for us to help clean up the environment. So I hope I have mentioned some of the life value that comes in with the sports of scuba diving. Another thing is that when the kids grow with the scuba diving education, they can put it into the co-curriculum, and certain universities, colleges in the country and also abroad will take in the scuba diving credentials or scuba diving level as credit entry. They earn credits, yeah, college credit with open water diver course, advanced open water course, rescue, and when they become the dive master, they earn 16 hours of college credit. 16 hours is a lot.
Yeah, so yeah, I hope that answered your question, James. Any other question? Yeah, I think Mr. Syed, just now you mentioned also Project Aware. I think a lot of people may not know what is it. Maybe you can elaborate a little bit what Project Aware does.
Project Aware is a program from PADI, is to teach the diving community and also the non-diving community about marine conservation. All right, we need to take care of the coral reef. It's where the fish breed. As you can see in my photo there in my background, you can see the clownfish. I'm sure you all have seen the cartoon Finding Nemo. That's a very fun cartoon, right? So for the clownfish, the soft anemone behind me is where they breed and they grow. So we need to take care of them. We are not supposed to step on coral reef whenever we go snorkeling. We need to be properly educated. We need to go through a proper briefing before we go snorkeling or before we go scuba diving. And with Project Aware, we guide you to do coral conservation, marine conservation, and underwater and beach cleanup. That are part of the Project Aware that we have. You can take the Project Aware course anytime. We can do it online. Just contact me, no problem. We can do that online now. Thank you.
So the Project Aware, do you first need to be a scuba diver first with a license or no need?
No. You can be a diver or non-diver, no problem.
Right, so you can do it online, which means now this season is very good for learning this because, you know, we have to stay at home and then we start learning before we actually do it, the actual course, the scuba diving actual course.
Yeah, you can email me at @kscuba@gmail.com, @kscuba with double S, or you can contact me at the number just now, 019-317-6705. Or you can also go on to my Facebook, Kids Scuba Dive and Water Sports, or Syed Rahman, my Facebook page or my Instagram. Give me a shout, contact me, and we can do your PADI programs or Project Aware programs or PADI Adaptive and Diveheart program, no problem.
Yep, or if you cannot remember so many things, doesn't matter. My contact is here. Contact me and I'll get you in touch with Mr. Syed. So yeah, so that get to know a lot more things, right, Mr. Syed? So yeah, that would be possible as well, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No problem.
So any more questions that you would want since Mr. Syed is here? Anyone?
For some of you who like to join us, our 2021 candidate is a double leg amputee lady. She doesn't have 2 legs and she's doing scuba diving now. Join me, help us out, help her out into being a scuba diver. Hopefully, if we can go to the island in September, she will be doing her open water dives and to become a qualified PADI scuba diver. And she's a double leg amputee.
So also, Mr. Syed, I'm just wondering if, let's say, you know, we have to
I think we have a question there.
Yeah, Aiza from Philippines. So, yep. Okay, before when Aiza is, since Aiza is typing, so just want to ask, since, you know, like we need to do the theory class first before actually going into the pool or the sea. So is it possible, you know, during this time that we do it online and then?
Yes, of course. Now online is possible. It's a new normal.
Yeah, I think that
the only thing I cannot bring you is into the water online.
Yeah. So yeah, Aiza is asking, she has a friend who has thalassophobia. Can this scuba diving license be a good one?
Yes. Yes. The only thing is that before your friend comes into take up the scuba diving course, your friend needs to be certified by a medical professional. We need a letter. Remember, when you take up your course, you sign up the medical declaration. So for every disabled community and also non-disabled community, you need to be to give us a medical clearance letter from your doctor. Once your doctor certified that you are okay for water sports, including scuba diving, then only we will take you into the water environment.
Right. So anyone that comes with a letter from the doctor that says everything is okay,
yes,
we'll try. I mean, Diveheart will try any possible ways to help them swim at least, and then to go on with.
We assist them with water therapy, including scuba diving.
Right. So yeah, since you know, like Diveheart is international, and Aiza is actually from Philippines, and we have a few like from other countries as well, like just now Indonesia. I'm just wondering, these countries there will be Diveheart also.
We would like to do Diveheart program at other countries. If they have the community there, I can fly in, hopefully, if the borders are open, to do a Diveheart program in their country.
Oh, that's nice. Also, so you actually can, even they don't have the center for Diveheart, you can actually, get in there and then as a committee. And
as long as I have a pool, I have the scuba equipment, I'm okay.
okay, that's great. That sounds like really, really good. Yeah, so any more questions for Mr. Said? No? Anybody, any question? Yeah, I think, okay, okay, if none, then that is a great session, really. It's an eye-opener, like wow, the possibilities that we're talking about is like really endless. So do follow us this is our social media. Follow us on our Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, as well as you can check us out on our website. I have my contact over there. Anything you want to know more about Diveheart can get into contact with me. I can get you in touch with Mr. Said. And also weekly, we will run this session for different learning that we can do. So keep following our social media. So thank you very much, Mr. Said, and thank you everyone for joining us this afternoon on the Saturday.
All right, thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.